All right, all right. What is up, all my chosen ones? Happy Monday to all. I know, I know. We talking about with Saitama, man. I know things is looking a little hazy, man, because once again, another delay. I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of time to get in here, and then I'm gonna turn this camera on. We're gonna go pop this chart open. We're gonna go see what's been going on. Let me know in the chat, man. Let's see what's in here, man. Only what's going on with you, bro. What's good? I'm at work, and Saitama got me in my feelings. Hey, man, listen, I completely understand that, and that is a-okay. Matter of fact, let me go cut this camera on, and then we can go and show this chart, see how things are looking like right now. What is up, everybody? Let me go position myself, man. I'm a little late, guys. I'm sorry. I was finishing up my Subway. I wanted to kind of like get the vest on and everything. You know what I'm saying? But here we are, guys. My boy Brian in the building. What's up with you, Brian? Let me go adjust this camera a little bit, man. There we go. What's up, Ted? What's up, Snowman? Oh, man. What's up, guys? So, yeah, I know. It's been crazy, man, what's been going on with Saitama lately. And I know we were all waiting for the swap to finally go live, myself included, man. I was finally like, and it wasn't even a big deal for me about the swap is that I want Cider Realty to come out. I want to start seeing our physical utility for Saitama rolled out, and we could all start having new things to talk about in regards to this project. But yet again, with the AMA, we got another delay. But at least with this delay, guys, trying to be at least a little bit positive, is that at least it's pushed till one day. It's one more day pushed. Now, if they would have pushed it back another week, may God help the chart. But right now it's looking a little something. What's up with you, Barry? Man, I wanted to point this out to you guys. I was gonna do another video on this after my Saitama update hour ago, but I was like, nah, let me come on the live stream for this one. So when I did my video, if you guys haven't watched it, please check that out right after we're done with this stream. Okay. So right after the video I made of the Twitter space and people were dumping because obviously we had another delay, I noticed big buys were coming in. Look at that right here. They were buying that bad boy from 14 up into the 17s. We're almost going to touch 18. And so I was looking down here. Let me see if I can find this still. It was like an hour or so ago. But man, I saw like buys coming in like 10 Ethereum, 11 Ethereum. Now we've seen some big sells here if you see when I'm scrolling down. But I'm going to go and try and find the buys exactly, man. That's what I wanted to make a video on exactly. I was like, what is going on here? Why am I seeing all these big Ethereum buys coming in right after they literally just announced that there's going to be a delay on the swap, which means a delay on Cider Realty? And do I see those? I can't see those either, man. Saitama got too much volume for me to find those things, guys. But I mean, hey, you can see it for yourself. You see this big green chart right here. Let's go into the 5-minute window. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. This looks like a day trader's dream right here. So I was like, man, what in the world? Why are we seeing a huge buy up in Saitama? And then it clicked on me. It clicked on me. I'm like, wait a minute. Cider Realty is not, it should be coming tomorrow, but instead it's coming the day after tomorrow. But whales are literally buying it up right now. Now, my take is that they're buying it primarily for Cider Realty to try and make some gains, big gains. And what that leads me to say next is that means, in my opinion, Cider Realty should be looking like a launch that should be highly anticipated, at least for me, because that just went to show me the type of big buying power that might be sitting on the sidelines, just waiting to pounce in on Cider Realty, and then waiting to see what else Saitama got up their sleeves once they get their stuff together and actually get this app rolling. Let me go catch up on the chat, guys. Real quick, guys, let's please get those likes up, please, and thank you. If you're tuning in just now, I appreciate you for taking the time to come in, man. Let's hit the like button, man. Share with other people, man. Let's get this going and growing, baby. We're pushing for the algorithms. Going through. Barry said, what's up with Ryan Patrick? Is he getting that FUD money? I don't know. You guys saw that? Let's go pull that up, man. Let's pull that up. Let me go type in Ryan Patrick's thing, man. And now, I can't blame Ryan. I'll be honest. Now, he tweeted about it, though. I don't know about the tweeting part. But, like, it was right here what you're talking about, Barry. And he pinned it, too. Russ just announced at least a 24-hour delay, and he put, quote unquote, at least a 24-hour delay to Saturday Realty being released. Liquidity will begin to be added this evening to the swap. Now, an honest opinion, just stopping at that sentence right there, I do agree in the sense that I believe that they should have had liquidity being added, or at least begin the process, even like from last night, man. Even from last night, even earlier today, that the process probably should have been going on even while the AMA was happening. But now that they're going to begin the process, I guess it said due to router issues or things of that nature, we don't know what's exactly to expect. You know, if you guys remember when Russ was talking about the update between, you know, getting the swap ready and then rolling right into Saturday Realty, he specified the point that the whole thing is to have the swap ready so that way we can get comfortable with how the swap functioning works, and then it could be a smooth transition into Saturday Realty, which should be a fair launch. So I don't know, man. I mean, I understand the whole concept of, you know, not wanting to rush, but at the same time, not wanting to rush and mess things up. I get that. But then when you give a bunch of dates and don't meet those dates, you see situations like this, like Ryan Patrick. You know, he's selling 50% of his Saitama for a more convicted investment that he feels will be more beneficial. And, you know, my honest opinion on that, man, I can't blame Ryan, man. I can't be mad at that. How could you be mad at that? You know, now being an influencer, when you publicly announce that you're gonna be selling half your bag, okay, that could be interpreted as a bit of manipulation, because obviously there's gonna be people that look at you solely for the purpose that they like to follow your move. You know, as much as we all say not financial advice, blah blah blah, let's face it, I keep it real. We understand there are subscribers and followers out there that may not be as on top of crypto as us creators are. So they actually listen to some creators' words and they take heed to it. You know, if someone says, yo, this, I don't like this anymore, I'm selling, there's going to be a good amount of people to follow suit and start selling as well. If you're in a creator influencer position, that's just the power that some of these big names have. So I don't blame Ryan for selling. Now, personally, I don't think it was the right move to go and publicly announce that and then pin it. Because to me, what that's saying is like, okay, yo, hey, I'm dumping half this Saitama and y'all better do it too. And that's the message that I was getting when you do that. So, but as we can see, the complete opposite happened with the price. Because when I made that video an hour ago, the price was sitting at 14, and here we are sitting at 17, almost hit 18. Of course, a little correction took place, and now we're actually consolidating up here at the 17 mark. So let me go catch up on the chat, man. Some crazy stuff going on. And it's just Monday, man. What's this week going to be like for us, man? What's up, Crypto Dream? Still holding, at least the delays are getting shorter. That's exactly what I said, man. Yo, at least they saying we're going to delay it for an extra day. At least they're saying they're going to delay for an extra day. If they were going to delay for an extra week, I mean, I wouldn't even sell because I'm already down by half. So I'd just be playing myself if I was to even sell, to be honest. And my personal opinion, I'm viewing Saitama, like I said many, many times before, I view it as a long-term hold. I really do. I do believe that what they're working on at the very end, zooming out, big picture perspective, can definitely do some work. Now, in terms of being the next big number one revolutionary thing of all time, I don't know about that. However, I do believe that it does have the potential to definitely create something fresh and add some type of structure and a stronger level of vetting in terms of all these new meme projects coming out, all these new altcoins coming out, and these lower cap coins. I do believe that Saitama and Saitama has the potential to be a good vetting process for people to go and trade on their app, and they know that, okay, it's on Saitama, so they feel more secure, that they're not going to get rug pulled and things like that. And even in terms of Saitama being its own launch pad, I do believe it can be successful in those things, and including the hyper burn that we're still waiting on, which we need the app in order before we even talk about any type of hyper burn. Long term, I still see that we can kill like 2 zeros, maybe even 3. Long term, 2 to 3 zeros. That's why personally I'm still holding. But thinking short-term perspective, I understand the frustration. I totally get it because there's other projects out there that are promising things and they're delivering, so the competition's there. We can't neglect the elephant in the room. The competition's there. So now I feel like we're just sitting at the edge watching what is Saitama going to do now? Are they going to have it set as it should be, where tomorrow I could hop back on this joint and report that, guys, the stream is finally live. The app is going. We're good. I hope you guys are ready for Site of Realty. Tomorrow is going to be one hell of a launch, and we can try and make some bread on that launch, man. I hope I could come tomorrow and have that news. If they do, God forbid, and I'm knocking on, I got no port of wood in here, but I'm going to knock on my wall. God forbid, if they delay this again by an additional week, I truly cannot tell you what's going to happen to this chart. But I can be almost sure that we very well might add an additional zero and fall back into the 8 zeros. Now, my only thing, and I see the comments building up. I'm going to get to them in a sec. But my only thing is that I wish when I first bought Saitama on July 30th up till August 5th, throughout that week, buying my little chump change of it, I wish I was able to see the future and I had a genie to tell me, listen, man, instead of that little $100-something, put in like a good $1,000, all right? Something's going to go down in November involving Las Vegas. When you hear about that and the night comes, sell half of that bag. Sell half of that bag, because from that point, it's going to be a long road to see it get back there. I wish there was a genie that would tell me that a couple months prior so I could have the mindset of, okay, I know how to get into this, in an ideal world. But truth be told, man, the only reason I am negative is because I did buy the dip post the Vegas launch situation once we dropped back into the zeros and we were like testing in between the 3s and the 4s. That's when I was buying. I was buying by the thousands of dollars. So that ultimately increased my average buy-in entry, which is why I'm negative now. Because beforehand, when I bought Saitama, it was like at 9 zeros, man. So I would have, if I would have just left that as is, I would have still been up in profits and really wouldn't care. But yeah, man, now I'm in this boat, man. I'm in this boat with y'all, man. I didn't buy at the top, luckily. Even when I bought to my position and added, I wasn't going to do that at the top. Hell no. But yeah, here we are, guys. Let's see. My man Ted said, I put $5,000 in Saitama during the Vegas event. Now my money is worth $1,200, down 38. Do not worry, Ted. Let me tell you, man. Well, it's kind of hard to calculate how much I had, because at the Vegas event, I had like only half the amount of tokens that I have right now. So let's like backtrack. If I had the same amount of tokens I had now during the Vegas event, that would have been about $45,000 to $48,000. And right now, at the actual Vegas event, it was 22, 23,000. But now I have double the amount. And right now, that's only worth $4,200, man. So yeah, I feel, trust me when I say in our videos, guys, I feel you guys, but I'm down bad too. I'm down just as bad as you guys are. And you want to know the sad truth is that Saitama is still my strongest bag, because the other tokens I'm holding are just as down. They're just as down. So the whole market's in shambles, and then we're getting delays, and it's just a big mess, man. Ryan trashed Saitama and sold his bag. Wow. Ultimately, Ryan did say he was selling 1 trillion out of 2 trillion. So compared to what other whales have in Saitama, that's not a significant sell compared to what other people are holding. It's a lot more than what I'm holding, but compared to the big whales, it's not too big of a difference that'll make a harsh effect on the price, luckily. Those buys were manipulation. I was thinking the same thing too. My man Brian said, I was trying to buy that dip, but they bought it up too fast. They bought that on the spot. Ryan is a paid investor in Lily. I stopped watching him, but he do have a point with Saitama being delayed. Yeah, Saitama's delayed, man. You can't be mad at the fellow, man. Can't be mad at the fellow, man. Let's see. What's up, Scotty? Meanwhile, 770 trillion of Terrarium is going to the moon. Man, Terrarium, bro. I heard Terrarium's been doing really good. What up, M35? What's going on with you, bro? Soulman says Saitama must break the 31 level or it's still in a downtrend. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh boy, would I love to see Saitama at least touch that 31 level, right up to the Saita Realty release, at least. I remember back then I was saying, oh yo, for Lily, man, I want to see us back at all-time highs, man. I done lowered them standards. I said, man, let's get us at least back to 31. I think we can still go back to all-time highs this year. I'm certain of it. If, let me say that if to save myself, if these guys deliver as they should. I do believe we can go back to all-time highs. I don't think it'll be in time for Saita Realty's launch. I'm thinking more so maybe even by summertime, give or take, if things go well from this point forward. If this is our last delay, which I really can't tell you. I can't tell you for sure it's our last delay, but I could say hopefully it's the last of this particular delay for the swap, at least. What's up, Blue Collar? Let's see. What's up, Philip? Got some Ethereum fan burn 90% already bought. Yeah, that's another token I was hearing about. And that token, I didn't think that token was gonna last. Just the name of it, I like Ethereum fan token, but it's here. It's still around. I haven't bought any of it, but yo, that's good, man. I hope it's going good with you, man. I would have sold all before Vegas if I could see the future, not have. Well, hey, that actually wouldn't have been a bad move. You could have bought some more in and probably had a bigger position at way cheaper of a price. Let's see. I'm done with Saitama, to be honest. Yeah, it's crazy, man. And I hear you, Brian. No more dates. No more dates. Let's see. I'm not done with Saitama. It's extremely predictable now. We know the way things move and what sways the chart. Exactly. Yeah. That's why I'm like, man, I'm going to just hold what I got. I'm going to hold what I got, man. I'm just still thinking ahead. I keep telling myself, I say, listen, 250 billion tokens at 5 zeros in a one, that's 250,000. At 4 zeros in a one, that's $2.5 million. So if that could be my potential reward for having to deal with a temporary storm such as this, personally, I'm still gonna hold, man. Just for that ray of hope, I'm gonna still hold. My guy Bird is calling. Let me go message him on this. Actually, let me hit him back. Give me a sec. Let me hit him. Yo, what up, Bert? I'm chilling, bro. I'm actually on the live stream right now. You're live on the Jazz Royce live stream. I'm live, so yeah, talking about the Saitama thing, man. You want to hop on? I can shoot you a link if you're free. All right, no problem, man. I'm going to shoot you a link right now, bro. I'll talk to you in a bit. All right. All right, guys. It looks like we got Bert going to join, man. Give his 2 cents to change. He's on his way back home right now. I'm going to go shoot him the link. And yeah, man, we gotta see what's going on. I want to hear Bert's opinion, man, on all of this with the delays and stuff too. Because maybe he can give me some insight as well, give you guys some insight as well, helping us see from a perspective we probably haven't even thought of. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, personally speaking, I really see that Saitama does still have the potential to hit those heights, but as of right now, it's so hard to see when we're going to get there because we got to think, man, without this utility, I don't even think like we have a incentive of being on Binance listing as of right now, because Binance is not like how it was back when Shiba got listed on there. You know, these days, now we got to come with some weight. Now, Saitama got the volume, Saitama got the holders, but Saitama needs the utility, which it has, but a functioning utility. So let me see, man. Let's see. Barry said, "Is that the famous Bert that was talking to Russ today?" I don't know if he was talking to Russ today. I don't know. Not that I know of. It's Saita Bert. If you guys remember, it now goes by Mr. Bert. But yeah, I wonder. I'm asking about that because I was in the Twitter space. I'm not gonna lie to you, but once I got the gist of what he was talking about, what Russ was saying, and then they started taking questions, I tuned out just so I can record as quick as I can on that Saitama update. And I tried to be the first YouTuber to post that Twitter AMA update. And then I look and I saw Jake Gagan beat me to it by 2 minutes. I was like, dang. I was like, dang, man. So my video done got overshadowed. I said, man, let me go come on a live stream and give a more better breakdown that I couldn't do in my 3-minute video update. Yeah, man. Bert should be on the way, man. He said he was just on his way home. So I just shot him the link. Said Bert needs to be my therapist with a FUD going on in the crypto market. Oh, so Bert did speak on the Twitter. So Bert was the one speaking to Russ. Oh, this is gonna be an interesting stream. Then I gotta go. What? Maybe that's why Bert was calling me to tell me that. Oh man. Oh man. Let's see. Yo, I want to see, man. I'm gonna go text Bert, let him know that I sent him the link. So when he gets home, it's in his DM. Let's see, just sent the link via Twitter. All right, sent him the text. So when he hops on, then the show really gonna get started. I did not know that Bert was in that big Twitter space speaking. Dang. It must have been right when I left. Shoosh. Oh man. There's a lot. There's a lot to catch on, man. But let's look at what's going on right now. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom into the 1 minute chart, and I never do this with Saitama, but I feel like it's necessary right now. Okay, so 1 minute chart analysis. As you can see, looking at the market cap, we're almost back into the 1 billion. Thank the Lord, because when I made that video just 2 hours ago, we were at 700 and something $million. Oh, sorry, I was like, oh my gosh. But as we can see here, guys, we are starting to establish some type of consolidation. We've been sitting around here for the past like hour and a half trading sideways. What do you guys think is going to happen from this point? Let me see in the comments, guys. Do you guys think this is going to start forming consolidation and then we see a breakout if they release that swap tomorrow so people can start buying up and loading up for that side of realty? Or do you think the FUD is going to overweigh the chart and we're going to start seeing another sell-off? What do you guys think is going to happen? My personal take, I think, meaning I could be wrong, but I think that this is looking like it's setting up for another breakout if they release the swap tomorrow, man. They got to release it tomorrow. We can't wait to no Thursday, not no Friday, none of that stuff. We need that swap because it's time we see that breakout. If they're rolling out another project, it's only right that Saitama is at a decent price so we can feel that we're getting our money's worth when we're transferring X minus Saitama tokens to that. So let's see what's up, man. Bullish. I heard another update had to come out for the swap to work. Yeah, from what I was hearing when they were explaining about it, they were saying they were trying to add liquidity to each token. And during the process of that, it was taking like well over an hour for each coin to have the liquidity added to it. And if you guys haven't used the app yet, Saitama has quite a couple of coins already there with no liquidity yet. And so he said in his word, instead of keeping his guys up till like 5 a.m. waiting for this liquidity to be added to each individual coin, which I understand. You don't want to overwork your people either. I totally understand and I respect that. So they rather just postpone it for an additional day. So, you know, I don't know how much more benefits of the doubt could be given, but you know, I don't know, man. I'm still trying to be bullish. I'm trying to be bullish, man. Let me go down these comments. Max said it should be released tomorrow. Blue Collar thinks it'll break into the twos and then take a drop. Yeah, because we got to think then there are people that are for sure trading on Saitama because it's that type of level, man. It's at that type of volume where people can actually day trade Saitama. I wouldn't do it, but hey, I mean, for some day traders out there that's sitting on a bunch of ETH, I'm sure they probably sitting on like 5-10 ETH and they're waiting to hear something about Saitama. So then they watch the FOMO go up, they wait for the delay. They dump their ETH. They buy 5-10 ETH maybe, wait for the hype to come up, and then right before another announcement, they're probably going to sell that off. That's probably what the day traders are thinking when they look at this Saitama chart. They look at the chart like, oh, yeah. Oh, we going to eat for the whole month. That's going to be 2-3 months of rent right there. Done. You know what I'm saying? That's probably what they're looking at this chart like. Ted says, I'm putting faith in Shiba or Saitama so I can leave my 9 to 5. Man, Ted, let me tell you, I think Shiba especially does have a good future ahead of it. Shiba, I'm actually thinking of buying back into Shiba, but I want to wait to see if Saitama wants to take off a bit. At least if Saitama wants to touch all-time highs, I'll probably take like $2,000 out, maybe $3,000 out, and throw that into Shiba, and then let that be a long-term hold. Unless Shiba's already taken off at that point, then in that case, then I missed the boat then. Yeah. Let's see. Bug says iOS usually updates, usually takes 24 to 48 hours. I think it's going to dump for a bit. Let's see. Yeah, Barry, good point. They need to hurry because Bitcoin is running. Matter of fact, let's pull up how the stable coins are looking, because I saw my Ethereum jump up quite a good amount in the bad. Look at that, guys. Hey, look at this, guys. $43,000 of Bitcoin, $2,900 of Ethereum. Man, if this ain't a reversal, I don't know what is. Yeah, you're right, Barry. Hey, Barry, you are right, my friend. Saitama gotta hurry it up with this app release because the market is starting to look green again. I want to see what that fear and greed index might be looking like right now. I want to see. I never actually pulled it up. I don't know if I can Google it. Let me Google fear and greed index and see what pops up, and then see if I can pull it for you guys. Does this tell me the live one? Let's see. If it doesn't give me the answer I'm looking for, I'm just gonna say screw it. But yeah, I can't believe that. I didn't even know I heard Bitcoin was touching back in the 40, just passing the 40s. I didn't know it was at 43. Yeah, the Ethereum here about to be $3,000. That's what I'm talking about now. Wow, we should start seeing an uptrend in a lot of tokens, man. You see exotics is up almost 10% on the day. Thank Lord, Pochi is coming up. We see Saitama is up, but that's because of this recent run that we just saw. Stardust is still, I don't know, man. I don't know how that one's looking. Let me see. Depends on what update they submit. Exactly, Brian. If they deliver, it's going up. If they deliver, man, it's going up. What's up, Pablo? Oh, you didn't miss anything, man. We were just touching base on the fact that right after that video I made of Saitama going down in price, it just randomly shot up. So we were just here speculating on what it could be to make this price do that. I don't know about making an app, but man, yeah, good. Yeah, exactly. Very you would think that those things would have already been taken care of in that beta phase, man. I mean, I guess the only explanation I could think of as to why they are taking so long getting things together is because maybe they were trying to roll out too many things at once. Maybe they were trying to move too fast and took on more than they can handle rather than doing it little by little by little by little. And I guess that was an attempt to keep the hype rushing, like what we saw the last Q3 of Saitama, where we saw the price every time. There was a time period for those that weren't in Saitama before the Vegas thing. There was a time period where anytime you saw Russ tweet about Saitama, the price would start running up like crazy, man. Russ had the magic touch. It was like what Elon Musk was to Doge. That was Russ to Saitama on Twitter back in Q3. Not Q4, Q3, Q2 to Q3 of last year. And I guess they were trying to keep that going. But, after a while, when you're a token like Saitama that's been around since about May, I think it was the end of May when they launched early June. After a while, the hype can only last you for so long until people start getting out of that rose-colored glasses face and start thinking, okay, where's the utility though? Oh, I see a bunch of promises. And it's not just Saitama that do it. There's a lot of coins that do this too. And we see the effects of it where they tell you certain things, they build the hype, they do it good with the momentum, but then a lot of people set the expectations to that date, and we look at it as, this is the day where things could change for us. This could be the day where we see a run up so high, so-and-so could quit their job. Exactly, Pablo, the honeymoon phase. And then when the expectations not met, it's even worse than if you were to not say anything at all. So I think that's why with Saitama, they were trying to do all these different things at once. We're going to get Lily Finance. Oh, we're going to go get all these different tokens listed as well. We're going to get all this and this and that and that. It was so much. And the hype was doing good, building it up, building up the momentum, building up the volume. It was to the point that anytime anybody tweeted about Saitama or made a video on Saitama, you were getting a gazillion views and followers and stuff. But now we're getting out of that honeymoon phase, and the smoke and the mirrors are starting to clear. And now we're like all here, like looking at the time, like, is this thing working correctly? You know? It's exactly, Pablo. People filing for divorces. Exactly. What's up, JG? He said, hey, Jazz, did you see that Terrarium broke the all-time high? Still going. Yo, let's go pull up Terrarium, man. My guy, Bert, was actually on Terrarium, too. I think he was in Terrarium from the pre-sale. And I know that's been treating him good. He might touch base on it, too. We get him in here. I'm going to pull it up, though, because Terrarium's been doing good, man. Despite the FUD breaking out upon the launch, that token definitely has been beating the odds. Terrarium. Watch me misspell this. Like, God damn it, man. There we go. It was just there. Come on. This computer playing games with me, guys. There we go. All right, let's see, man. Let's go zoom out on Terrarium, man. We're going to go zoom out. We're going to go look at that 1 hour chart. It's still a relatively new project. My goodness. Oh, my Lord. Yo. Wow. Yo, I wish I got in on this pre-sale. I wish I was one of them guys I was holding from before this candle was even made. Yoo-wee. Damn, man. Let's see what zeros that bad boy killed, man. So let's see. Let's see if I can zoom in enough. Let's see if we can time this right. Okay, so right here, Terrarium started over here. This little, like, around the 5s. Went up. Okay, killed that first 0. Okay, wow. So only killed a 0 so far. Okay, wow. It's making pretty good progress, man. Like, this is amazing. This is the 1 hour chart, guys. This is amazing. All right, Terrarium. Keep it going, man. Keep it going. Let's see, man. Let's see. So my man Pablo said, like, Saitama filing for divorce. Barry said, should have just focused on Saitama and Lily at that time. Now, Cider Realty instead on these other coins that were already on exchanges. Exactly. Now, I truly think the reason why they brought out Cider Realty, because Russ did say that Cider Realty was a thing that they already had in mind for a long time before the announcement. However, I feel like they felt the urge to speed it up and push it to the public once that unexpected thing of Lily randomly terminating their contract with Saitama took place. That left all of us hanging. Even me, I was like, hello, I just transferred X amount of Saitama into Saitamask for Lily, and now you're telling me Lily's not coming on Saitamask? Like, so you're telling me my money's locked? So I feel like Cider Realty, they sped that up just as a way to say, okay, hang on, guys. Hey, we got something else. We got something else, baby. Don't worry about Lily. We still gonna have a coin for you guys to get in on launch. So I feel like that's what Cider Realty is doing right now. What's up, The Dream? Saitama to the moon. Let's get it. What's up, Bernard? Thanks for the reflections. I'm going to be honest, man. I don't think, maybe because I'm not holding too many tokens, man, but my reflections haven't really been moving that much, man. I'll be honest with you. We've been all the way honest. Maybe it moved, and I didn't notice it when I was moving tokens around for Lily and stuff like that. I probably only gained like maybe a couple 100 million in reflections, not even a billion yet. But, I mean, who knows, man? Maybe right now reflections weren't much, but 2 zeros killed, the reflections could be doing some work. Them reflections could be doing some work for us. You know what I'm saying? Because think about Saitama and 2 zeros, man. So for those that want to speed up the process, man, Saitama 2 zeros from now, look at how much your Saitama is worth right now, and it's add 2 zeros next to it. So, like, for example, mine is like $4,000. 2 zeros from now at this price, that's $400,000. So at $400,000, now those reflections are starting to do work. You know, them reflections now. And, well, I am going to take profits at 5 zeros, but I'm sure the reflections will still be a good amount where I can at least use that to, like, cover some bill. Maybe cover, you cover, like, your rent, a piece of your rent, cover your groceries for the month, maybe cover your light bill, water bill. It's just a matter of the token growing with those reflections. I think somehow the Lily Cider Realty thing is to provide liquidity to Saitama somehow. That's a good point you brought up. I wouldn't know for sure. Oh, that's a good point. It's a possibility right there, man. That is a possibility right there. Dang, I can't believe I didn't know that crypto was running up this high right now. Like, this is looking fire. So guys, we just got, man, these next 24 hours, and you see I got the hand over the head right now. These next 24 hours are gonna be crucial, man. It's gonna be crucial. And the fact that like I don't work anymore, it means that I'm gonna have to be watching this up and down the whole way through. I got no distractions now. I'm gonna have to keep a strong mindset watching this. You know what I'm saying? Once I see they add liquidity to the pairs tonight, I will buy back in. Did you, Bugs, when you sold, what point did you sell at? Did you sell before this run up into the 1.7s? Or did you sell higher than that? If you sold higher than that, then yeah, you buy back in and yeah, you'll have some more tokens to hold on to. So I'll be solid. Let's go on Twitter, man. Let's see what Twitter's talking about right now. There are several tokens that launched under the Side of Realty name. Note, Side of Realty will exclusively be launched inside of Masters Wednesday. Oh, wow. Look at that. So they already trying to do a Side of Realty for BNB. Man, but people should know, man. Like, why would you buy a Side of Realty on BNB with only a 6,000 market cap? Like, come on now. It don't take rocket science to, you know what I mean, to figure that out. Let's see, man. Let's see if we catching up on anything right now. Stardust got an AMA going on. You know, I'm still holding Stardust, man. Let me see. I'm still holding Stardust, man, but the price, the price ain't looking pretty. The price ain't looking pretty. I'm still holding. I took like 1/5 of profits out when it pumped up to like, I forgot where it pumped. Let me see if I can show you guys where it pumped up to. The last pump that we had when they announced the last season that they had. Oh, it must have been this one right here. No, it wasn't this one. This is two. Let me see. Let me zoom out more. I think it was like around here. It was like a week or two ago, right around here. That's when I took some profits. And I'm still holding that Stardust. We're going to see what happens to that. We're going to see, baby. Let's go catch back on Twitter. See that man Rodney. We'll see what Rodney had to say. Rodney said, without YouTubers, especially Steve at Rocket Crypto and a few others, Saitama doesn't grow. Don't forget who made you. You know, got a point. He's got a point. You know, Rodney got a point, man. I ain't gonna hold you, man. The YouTubers really brought Saitama to the light. Like, the only reason I knew about Saitama in the first place was because I was watching Your Pop one night and he was on Married to Crypto's live stream and they were talking about Saitama. And then he bought Saitama. So that same week, I'm like, dang, Your Pop bought Saitama. A week later, I'm like, I'm gonna buy Saitama too. Why not? I'm gonna do the same thing. Yeah, that was my mindset back then before I learned more about crypto. Then I heard about Jay Gagan back around like August, September time frame. And I was like, oh, okay. So he seems to be a big on Saitama too, man. So I'm like, I gave me more of an incentive to hold. So Rodney's right in that sense, man. You know, the YouTubers really did bring Saitama to life. The YouTubers exposed it to the community, which then began this big, like, kind of cult-like following, so to speak. Sometimes things would get ugly with Saitama, you know what I'm saying? But Russ did step in after that Sandstorm AMA, which I still thought was really good, where Russ personally addressed, like, listen, guys, as a Saitama Wolfpack, it's not good to be bashing other people and crapping on them when they want to sell and stuff like that. But, you know, all in all, it's good to stand together, just not in a way that we seem kind of cult-like or gang-like. Like, you leave Saitama, man, it's over for you, buddy. Well, speaking of, hang on, guys. My camera battery is like draining right now. Now, I'm going to go change my camera batteries right now. I'm still here. Let me just take one battery out. And thank God I ordered 2 batteries because that would have been real bad having this battery run out like halfway into the stream and we don't even see Bird arrive yet. For those that are just tuning in, guys, welcome, man. Wolfpack or not Wolfpack, don't matter. As long as you're supporting, man. You're supporting crypto. You're supporting the community. I support you back. Hit a like. Hit the likes, please. And thank you, guys. We got 36 people in here, man. Hope everybody's having a good Monday night. We are here just catching up, trying to keep the energy up because I know Saitama's been disappointing a lot of us. And we're just hoping, man. At this point, we're just sitting back and we're hoping to see what is going to happen. What is going to happen literally in 24 hours, you know? We either going to be champion, celebrating, watching this chart run up, or we're going to be sitting here like this. I might have a tissue beside me, just feeling down about life. You know, we don't know. We don't know. Let me see. Let's see. Saitama Wolf has said, "Dear Saitama devs, you don't owe any YouTuber / influencer anything. They owe you for their growth and success." And I'm gonna be honest, yeah, I'm gonna actually give that a favorite as well, because that's true. You know what I'm saying? That's true. I'm gonna give this one a favorite too. There we go. That's true, because honestly, my whole channel was built solely off of Saitama. Like, that's really what did it for me. Man, when I first started doing YouTube, I thought I was going to be a Shiba YouTuber, like in the same realm as Your Pop and Rigor Mortis and Chad Reddings and those guys. But, you know, none of that works for me. And then all of a sudden I'm like, you know, what's my second biggest holding? Which at the time, Shiba was number 1 for me and Saitama was number 2. I'm like, Saitama's my second biggest holding. Let me go make a video on that. And all of a sudden, boom, the views took off. Within 4 weeks, it hit 1,000 subscribers. I was like, oh, yeah, okay, Saitama's where it's at. That's why I got to the point where I was like, I got to put my money where my mouth is. If I'm going to talk about Saitama, I got to have some real money in there, too. And here we are today. So, Saitama Wolf, you do got a point. You got a point. I definitely owe Saitama and you guys, the Wolfpack, for even having this YouTube channel, for doing this as a everyday job now. I mean, I owe it to you guys. I owe it to you guys. I owe it to the Wolfpack. I owe it to the Saitama team, even though they're having a lot of disappointments for us right now and a lot of hiccups and glitches and stuff. I do pay my homage to them. Let's see what else I missed. Oh, what's Hinak been doing, man? Let's see. Hinak said, I'm done ranting. Keep it positive, or at least non-threatening, especially with people you disagree with. What did we miss here? What did we miss here from Mr. Hinak Crypto? God dang, man. Let's see what happened here. Okay. Oh my gosh, what did I miss, guys? Yo, did I miss something here? Okay, let's see. What happened here? Mendy. Okay, this is about just being Mendy from Saitama. Let's see what's up. Before I get into this, let me answer this quick question. My guy, Perilous Times, what's up, bro? He said, Jazz, are you leaving Miami? Whoa, hang on, my boy Bert is in the building. I didn't even peep that. Let's go get him in here, guys. Bro, what up, bro?
Hey, what's going on? How we doing, everybody?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
What's good, people?
Yo, man, how you doing, bro?
Man, I'm fantastic, man. I just got how you say it, you know, I got my confidence back in Saitama.
People were telling me in the chat that you actually were speaking in the Twitter space to us.
Heck yeah, man, I had to step up, you know what I mean? Because most of these guys scared, like they're not going, you know what I mean? People that's making YouTube videos about Saitama, have questions and relating to some of the things that's going on with Saitama, they don't speak. Like when you have these AMAs, and I'm like, people have all these questions to say about Saitama, but when there's an AMA, they nowhere to be found. Like, I feel like if you could come out and make a video and questioning some of the stuff that's going on with Saitama, I feel like when you have an opportunity to step up and ask question and make a statement, you should step up. You should be in the front line ready to speak. And a lot of these guys they're not there. And this is one of the things that I would tell people is like, listen, man, your favorite YouTuber that's bashing Saitama or have anything to say and seems to have any type of question about Saitama, when you in these AMAs and these Twitter spaces or whichever, look for these guys, see if they're there. Because if they're not there, then listen, that means that you're not doing your homework to figure out what's really going on from the horse's mouth to be able to come back to me and tell me what you think. Because at this point, you are misinformed.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That's true. That's true.
So I had to step up, man, and speak, man, because I'm a long-time holder of Saitama, still am. I have not sold a single token. I had one question for Russ, and the question was, does Saitama have a marketing wallet? And I knew the answer to that already, but I just wanted to bring that up. But my second question was how are you guys paying for all the stuff that you guys are doing? And I think this is something that this is something.
That's a good question, Bert. That's a real good question.
I've spoken to a lot of devs of a lot of different projects who've told me a lot of different a lot of dirt on Saitama. And a lot of them have told me, hey, I was a Saitama holder, I sold. So now that tells me one thing: you sold out, you made some money, and that's probably why you have enough money to come out with your own project. So that means that you have no you in no position to be talking bad about Saitama, because of Saitama you've made money to the point where you're able to come out with your own project. So
Yeah.
you know the thing is that's
Yeah.
the thing, they never admit to that.
We
And
were
one of
just
the things
going
that
through
people
Twitter
never,
and looking at that.
yeah, one of the things people never admit to is, okay, we're talking about a lot of stuff that I've heard about is that, you know, some of the devs are selling. Some of the devs are selling. Some people have showed me proof. I get it. But guess what? Saitama has no marketing wallet. How can these guys pay for some of these things, all these partnership, this application they got coming out, all these different employees they bringing on board to work on this project? How can they pay for it with no marketing wallet? So I know if somebody asked me, hey Bert, you mind selling 1 trillion in your tokens to help pay? I'd be like, heck no. But guess what? So, but it's okay for these guys to, you're not understanding the fact that they got to sell their own token to pay some of these things, because Saitama don't have a marketing wallet. So that was one of the things I need to figure out, because of the fact that most people don't. This is something that never really, hardly, not never, but hardly really, they never go into it.
Yeah, it was kind of under the radar.
Yeah,
until you brought it to light.
Yeah, people don't get it, man. Like Saitama came out with this whole doxing thing. Saitama was the only project prior to Safe Moon. Safe Moon was the one that came out with, you know, you seeing devs talking, but not as much. But Saitama made it a thing that you had to be doxed. Saitama made being a LLC token a thing. There was none of that.
That's true. That was the first project I ever heard being an LLC was Saitama.
Exactly. So when we're talking about history here, man, we gotta show respect to that, man. If there's anything that crypto, when it comes to the meme category of crypto, that we gotta give that to Saitama, man.
Yeah,
they're the one that came up with that.
Yeah,
we gotta respect history, man. And now it's sad me to see that Saitama's being bashed because of things that people don't even understand about. And then one of my statement was that is the fact that when it comes to crypto, man, a lot I don't know how many people you got listening to this right here, but I'm gonna say this,
35 people.
I'm gonna say this for everybody that's listening and everybody that's gonna listen after this. Understand one thing: the people that you listening to on Twitter, okay, a lot of them are broke. Now, mind you, and I tweeted this earlier, is that if you knew what you were talking about, you'd be rich already.
Oh.
So y'all broke behind need to sit somewhere, because obviously you don't know nothing about crypto that you think you know. That's why you still broke. Ooh. So you're not a crypto expert. And those your favorite Twitter is not a crypto expert. They don't know what the heck they're talking about because they still broke. Because you know most people ain't gonna say it. I tell it. I'm gonna tell you guys like it is. You listen to a whole bunch of broke people that ain't really made no money. So what? You made a couple $100,000 in crypto. You broke, bro. So if I'm gonna lose my money, let me lose my money my way. I don't need nobody telling me how they feel or what kind of dirt you have, because of the fact is, crypto's never been. There's not a blueprint to follow.
That's true.
When we talk about Saitama and all these other projects that are trying to bring real use case into, real use case into the world that we're living in, there's no blueprint. There's no law that have been written to see how can you attach crypto with this functionality. I know people talk about, say, the realty. And I've had people that talk about, oh yeah, there's so many, how do you plan on doing this thing on a legality, blah, blah, blah. Well, they have to figure it out, because at the end of the day, it's not been written yet. Nothing like this have ever been done before.
They're making the rules up as they go, because there's no guideline. It's like us creators. We don't know a guideline to follow making this content and how to come up. We just make it up every day as we go along with it.
Which takes time. And I'm going to go into this. As YouTubers, content creators, I want people to get off YouTubers back. We need to be talking about cryptos. we need to be talking about different projects. It's your job to figure out whether these projects are legitimate or not. I'm a content creator. You're an investor. What does investors do? They go do their research. Back then, we used to have to read the newspaper and figure out what a company's gonna do and blah 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 to figure out whether we should invest in it or not. We didn't count on the news. The news was gonna talk about whatever they want to talk about,
whether it was good or bad or
persuasive
or not. They were gonna report it regardless.
Yeah,
and they get paid for it because that's their job.
Yeah. Exactly. So what makes crypto any difference? And I'm hearing people be like, "Well, Jazz, you didn't do your research, bro." Well, guess what? Jazz is a content creator. He's not your daddy. Yeah, real talk, man. Your favorite YouTuber is not gonna tell you stuff like this.
There you go, guys. Get the likes up, man. Bert is dropping knowledge right now, man. Bert is spitting fire right now.
For real, you know,
space, chopping it up, man. He asked Russ straightforward them questions, man, and now he's here to talk about it.
Yeah. You know, and I like that, Barry, man. They need to stop funding project, man. Like, listen, you do your job as a content creator, and I'm gonna allow you guys to do your job and go do your research on these projects and figure out where you want to put the money that you spent 8 to 12 hours working for. That's you put that time in. You figure out where you put that money. But our job, hey, there's a new project coming out. We looked at it, seems good. I don't know. Go look at it. Take
the gamble. Like I let everybody, every time I buy a token, guys, you know, like I say, it's always a gamble. It's always
let me tell you something.
Do you roll the dice or do you hold the dice still? Like,
let me tell you something. Even Bitcoin right now is a gamble.
Yeah, man. You see Bitcoin right now? Whoa.
Even Bitcoin is a gamble. Can nobody tell me otherwise? Bitcoin is still a gamble because what's his name? Ryoshi, whatever his name is, the guy that created.
Like incognito, we don't know who he is yet.
He still have access to a wallet. I forgot what they call that wallet. If he comes back and says, "Yeah, I'm gonna take that and sell it," Bitcoin gonna go down to $10,000, if not lower.
Yeah, that'd be hard.
Man, people be trying to act like they know, bro. Like that's the thing I hate, man. It's like, and listening to Russ and having that little moment, it really put me back on the perspective. Like, yo. Like, get the heck out of here. Y'all don't know nothing y'all talking about, man. Y'all don't know nothing, man. It's a whole bunch of broke people, empty pocket, dirty foot, come out here trying to act like they know. And at the end of the day, yeah, man, look at how many people that they cost. People could have Apen and Lily Finance and made some money on day 1, day 2. Guess what? Because there's a little dirty foot that's out there bashing, oh, what I think about Lily Finance, what you think about this. So a lot of people didn't ape in. You could have turned your $1,000 into $10,000 within 2 days, but guess what? You didn't ape in because you listened to your favorite YouTube, favorite Twitter.
That's true. That's true. It's always hard sometimes, even as an investor, to like differentiate. Dang, this person's not buying it, so is it a good move for me to buy it? I guess it just comes to trusting your own hunches, because at the end of the day, we're all investors. There's no holy grail. Bro. There's no separate line just because we're just investors with a camera and a microphone. That's the only difference between us.
That's it. You know, what people don't realize, bro, is the fact that you can do the same thing we do.
Yeah, you guys literally could.
You could be a YouTuber just like we are.
Some just use their phones. You don't even have.
I started out with my phone, bro.
Yeah, oh, you did driving a truck.
I started out with my phone. That's why I look at people and be like, "Oh, well, you're not honest to your community." What? What you mean, bro? Y'all don't send me a check. You know, a lot of people that made money because I started talking about crypto. I don't see them sending me a check, but be happy that I'm doing what I'm doing because we're so early. Crypto need advertisement. I don't care what the project is. They need advertisement.
It's true.
How many of your favorite YouTuber talking about this brand new project that'll out right now? How would you like to get into a project that's under $1 million market cap?
There's a lot of those guys,
right?
A lot of those.
You don't know about them because your favorite YouTuber's not talking about it.
You're not talking. They're taking that gamble, trying to see if they make some profits. Then same thing. If it's profitable, then it's okay. Now we can bring this to YouTube. So we don't get backlash for it. We got proof in the pudding. It makes money.
You could they could see on your channel you talk about some new projects, and some of these new projects you talk about, you can you might see it on another YouTuber's platform maybe a month or 2 months later, because now they see, oh, it's pumping. Let's talk about it, because they done got $20,000
They
from
made
that
their
project.
money. Exactly. They made their money. So by the time it hits YouTube, you can still make money off if you buy in after, but it's not going to be nearly as substantial as the people that got it before they made videos on it.
Man, listen, man.
That's how the game works.
We gotta keep it real, man. Like this is what I'm all about. I'm not taking responsibility for any grown man's or any grown woman's action, especially when it comes to your money. I got a YouTube channel, and that's my YouTube channel, not yours. So I don't want to hear nobody telling me what I should or should not talk about. But I do my own due diligence to make sure that if I'm talking about a project, I look into it. Maybe I'll take my chance. But you know, the crazy thing is there's certain things I can't control. I could see this project come out today, right? It come out today. I got in today. I made, like, let's say Terrarium, for example. I got into Terrarium at a pre-launch with $1,500. Right now,
got in like right around here, bro.
Yep. Right now, I'm close to $17,000 on that investment. Man. So, am I wrong for talking about that project? I don't think so, because I made over $15,000 in profit. Yeah, so now, if you get in,
and then it starts to correct itself,
you can't blame me. I made money.
It's a risk, yeah.
I did my homework to find out about that project early. I made connections. I talk to people when I'm in the space. I don't bash nobody. I try to make connections. I network.
Yeah.
So I find out about these early projects.
Guys, with crypto projects, man, networking will put you in certain group chats and Telegram that you find out about launches before. Like, like an example. Remember, Bert, what was that token that reached that like way back? The Devour, the restaurant token.
Yes, Devour.
That was like a month ago. Now I see Adam Shelton talking about Devour and bought it. I'm like, dang, man. But that is, like you said, networking. It lets you know about things way earlier before your favorite YouTubers started talking about it. Because by the time they start talking about it, they probably already made nice profits on it.
Yep.
There's still more to go around, but if you want to get like the instant, like I threw $100 and it made me like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000. It's all about getting in early on these projects, guys. And that's the most riskiest stuff too, by the way. It's a big gamble. That's what they say. Never put more than you're willing to lose.
And you know what people don't understand, by you rubbing your shoulder with these toxic people who claims to be doing right by the community, you're missing out on something very special. See, these YouTubers, they get access to a lot of early projects. Yeah, they can't talk about it, because the moment they talk about it, what you guys go do, you put your investigation cape on. Well, Bert, what about this? I don't trust it. Well, this project is coming out next week, bro. I don't have all the answers. I'm not the dev, but all I'm saying is there's a project coming out next week. You want to get in early? Go do your research. If you believe, get in. You don't believe, get out. Don't get in. You know what I mean? But I can't give you access to some of the access that I have. I have 2 projects right now that's coming out pretty soon. Well, 1. And I have another project that has great potential that came out, right? I can't tell nobody about it, because the moment I put, y'all gonna go put your,
we don't know if it's gonna work out or not.
The investigation cape on, you gonna just question everything, blah blah blah.
Yeah, and it might mess up the bag.
So how can you make money with that mindset? When it comes to crypto, we all know it's about position. You can't get a position. You think 300,000 thoughts before you get you step on to take a position in a project. How you gonna make money?
That's true. Man. That's true. Speaking of that, I wanted to see what Barry was saying a little while back. He asked about Ryan Patrick selling his bag and posting it. What do you think about that, Bert? I thought it was cool.
Ryan. Let me tell you,
Ryan, but to tweet about it, I was
Ryan Patrick is a guy that I spoke with. I spoke with Ryan Patrick. He's a cool dude. But at the end of the day, I don't know how people are making their money in this space. I know for a fact I could sell all my tokens. I would never tell nobody I sell my tokens. Yeah, okay, so I know
power to drop the price. So to speak.
I know some Saitama people got a problem with Terrarium, but you have a problem with Terrarium because of what you're seeing in the space, what people are tweeting about. You have not done your research on Terraria. Even if you did, guess what? Still an opportunity for you to make money. But
Yeah.
I know Ryan Patrick is actually, I don't know if he's working with Terrarium, but I know he actually did some videos for Terrarium as well, and as well as Lily Finance. So I can't really speak on what an individual does, but I know for a fact, like me, logically, it just doesn't make sense because at the end of the day, I know people listen to me based on what I do. I'd rather not tell you what I do when I sell because I don't want to make any project look bad.
That's what I was saying when he announced, because he pinned the tweet, man. I was like, damn, that's a little extra on to like for me to think about. Like I'll show you right now, man. I looked, I was like, I saw the tweet, and then somebody else brought it up in the stream, and I was like, let me go pull it up on the line. It was pinned. I'm like, sheesh.
And let me tell you something. Just because I'm a YouTuber doesn't mean I'm a crypto specialist. Okay?
Yeah.
Just because I got several thousand subscribers doesn't make me a crypto specialist. It just make me a community builder, my own community. Okay? I may be good at talking to people, maybe good at talking in front of camera. That's all I'm good at. But as an investor, yeah, I may make some money, some good money in crypto. I'm still learning, right? So when you sit down here listening to anybody, whether it may be a YouTuber or maybe somebody that's claimed to be famous on Twitter to make your financial decision or investment decision, well, you're shooting yourself in the head.
And the crazy thing is that imagine like you do that, you sell half the bag, and then like a month from now, everything kind of picks up in a sense where we at least touch all-time highs again.
But okay, but think about this. Think about this. We are in the bear market.
Yeah, absolutely.
So your gains 2 months ago is not the same as right now. You've lost a lot of money. I would never tell people. Actually, that would actually make me look bad. I would never tell people I sold my tokens right now. Because if you're smart, right now is not the time to sell.
No,
because you already know everything have been going down for the past 2-3 months.
Yeah, exactly.
If I want people to take me seriously, at least if I'm gonna say something like this, I'll be like, hey man, you know, I made $200,000, $400,000, $500,000 with Saitama. I'm happy. Hey, power to the Wolfpack, but I had to sell at least, right?
So, yeah, that's smart. That's a smart approach. That's a smart approach. If you're gonna sell a big bag of Saitama, that's yeah.
I would never tell people I'm selling in a bear market when I know I had a big bag. You know, that's nobody's business, bro. I don't need to advertise that.
If he sells a half, that's like selling at all-time highs. That's like over $100,000 that he sold.
Yeah,
right.
I would never. Actually, no. He's selling $1 trillion.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not $100,000. And relating to the price right now,
it's like 17,000.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit over maybe 25,000 or something dollars.
But at the all-time highs, then yeah, that must be like then like what, like you think like 200, like close to $200,000 then for $1 trillion.
Yeah, at the all-time high, like around there.
Man, it's like selling that when it's only worth like barely $20,000. And then what about when it retraces back when the markets go green? We see our bull run. That's why I haven't sold anything yet, because we haven't seen our next coming bull run. So I don't want to miss out.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but people are not gonna tell people like it is, man, because you probably talk to some people on Twitter, they become your friends, you hate to tweet about a certain thing. Me, just because you're my friend, that's why I'll tweet about certain things that logically would make sense. So if you're gonna unfollow me, please, I'd rather you do so quickly, because at the end of the day, I said that so I could know your position in my life. Yes. So unfollow real fast, because I don't care. Like, I care less about how many followers or subscribers I got. You know, I do this for fun. And, you know, at the end of the day, it just doesn't matter, bro. Like, people are being lied to every day. Lie. Yeah, people that's going to people's wallet and say, this is, oh, look at this transaction being done from this and that. It's lies, man. These people don't care about you, man.
Drama's been going crazy. I'm like, dang, man. I think the real reason why we see all this drama and stuff is because there's no action in the markets. The bear market is going too long.
Yeah,
people losing their heads. They got to make up something to keep things occupied, you know? Keep
Yeah,
things
just come
fun.
out, just come out with a YouTube channel to hold down some Twitter Spaces, something. I mean,
Yeah, there you go.
there's other ways of going around it, but at the end of the day, it's like you don't hurt the devs when you do that. You hurt the small investors.
Exactly.
You know, my thing is, I'm still trying to figure out all these people that's funding these projects that the devs are currently working.
Mm.
They seem to, for some reason, forget all the other projects that have rug pull us over the last 2-3
And
months,
they
and
just left. They're just like,
nobody
oh
said
well, they
anything
got
about them.
away.
Like, where they at? And nobody chasing these guys. You wasting all your energy on Saitama, all your energy on Shenja. I could care less about whatever project you feel, but the devs are still working, so obviously there's still an opportunity to make money.
And look at this part right here. This tweet, let's say Hanak quoted this from Russ. The Saitama marketing wallet. It's just been when you asked your question. The Saitama marketing wallet is my wallet, MK's wallet, Aaron's wallet, and Nam's wallet. And then Elon Manser said, meaning we developers spend our money to do marketing for the Wolfpack.
I think
Despite,
that's what influenced those statements. What I asked him,
oh,
yeah.
when you asked him that, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
what I'm thinking. Because he's like, despite not having a marketing wallet, we bring the best for the Wolfpack. I am talking spending millions of dollars. This is called dedication.
That's what I'm talking about. This is the stuff that people don't talk about.
That
This
they
is the
really
stuff
like
when
putting
people are
their
telling you,
hard-earned money into this.
this is the stuff when people are telling you, hey, I think NAM is sold. There's somebody that called me and told me NAM sold prior to the launch in Las Vegas. Well, yeah, he sold, but where all that money goes, I'm gonna keep some, but I'm gonna put some back into the project. I gotta hire some people. I gotta all that. But
Yeah. And
these guys,
you gotta get paid for your time and
yeah,
your
you
work
know,
too. So
yeah. If you know your project is gonna get hurt, what you gotta do? You gotta sell some tokens to acquire some money so you can hire some people that's gonna really, sustain the project by working on some of these things that is supposed to be coming out,
exactly,
especially if there's problem going on with the app. This now
exactly.
these things. What people don't get is that, like I said, there's nothing in history that has ever been in relating to crypto. Everybody's is moving along trying to figure it out themselves. Laws and
That's true.
regulations, and when people are trying to act like a project should be done within a matter of months, bro, like how long did it take Apple to become Apple? How long did
It
it take
did.
Tesla to become Tesla?
It did. I think the difference is that with those companies, it wasn't on such a public platform that where they did constant announcements and missed dates. Because I'm sure when they did their stuff, they must have had targets of dates set for themselves, and I'm sure they must have missed a couple targets, but they must have kept it amongst themselves away from the public eye. So we never saw them make those errors and things like that. Versus now, like you said, whole new territory, whole new type of space. Now we're literally seeing the ups and downs of what it takes for a company or an app developer of what they go through, and the ups and downs, and especially now with all the investors, all of us on board watching the ride in front of our eyes. It's kind of like it's different. It's a different experience.
You're right, bro. Only one asked me, where do I find these projects in early? Okay. Bert, where do you find these projects so I can be an early investor on day one? Okay. Speaking from somebody that is like you, okay, I could tell you this, man. There's no specific. I've tried different platforms. I've even tried to go on Dextool and find a project that's about to come out and find a the what I think is the contract with the name,
And
and I've
it's
lost
scary,
money
bro,
doing
because
that,
you
right? Because
never know if it's the
at that
right
point I
contract.
learned that there's fake contracts out there. If a project is coming out today at 5 o'clock this afternoon, there's already a contract created on the same name to steal your money. Or
What I started doing, I started using this token sniffer, Bert. So when I see new contracts, I'm like, okay, let me see, and it'll tell you straight up when you type in the coin. I'll be like, oh, this token is currently not sellable. It's a honeypot, like, or they have this much money locked away in liquidity versus this amount. Like, it breaks down the whole thing for you. So maybe that also helps token
see,
sniffer.
right, you gotta I gotta try that too, because I have never really been on token sniffer, actually, one time. So yeah, there's different techniques out there, but for me what works is I put myself in a position where I get into a lot of connections. It's easy, guys. Like when you see your YouTuber, you're like, oh man, this is my favorite YouTuber, blah blah. You could do it too. You speak, you could write, you could read, you got confidence in yourself, you can do the same thing. And eventually,
it's gonna work.
Eventually people's gonna hit you up because they see you a voice in the space. They're gonna hit you up because they see value in what you're doing. They want you to talk about their project. Now you're gonna choose to see which project you want to talk about or not.
Yep.
And a lot of times you're gonna have people that's gonna come out, that's coming out with a project and have not even launched yet, and they will tell you, hey, my project is coming out 2 weeks from now. And at that point, you could make a deal, whether you wanna, support them or not, whether you wanna say, hey man, do you have pre-sale? I'd like to get into a pre-sale or not, but you will get the information. You could even create you a Telegram group, and now you become a caller.
Yeah, there's people that do that.
There's so much opportunity. While y'all sitting out here trying to invest $100, man, there's people out here that's trying to just open their mind up.
They're flipping.
Figure out how can I make money in crypto without just being just an investor. Let me tell you something like this. You see a YouTuber, not me, not Jazz. I'm gonna tell you about a YouTuber. Y'all ain't gonna hear that by following your favorite YouTubers. Follow your favorite YouTuber. You just probably gonna hear that on Jazz show or maybe on my show.
We giving out too much game, bro, but that's what the show's about.
Yeah, your favorite YouTuber is probably getting paid anywhere from $20, $30, $40, $50,000 per video.
The price of a car, guys.
Just per video. And I'm not gonna say no name.
No, we're not doing
y'all
that,
know them.
but just to let you guys in on some,
And guess what? They're not talking about the project because it just came out. They're talking about the project because it's on the green. It's been doing good. Now I feel safe talking about it. Why about all these new projects? We got GOAT Token. We got all these other projects that came out. Charity. Nobody's talking about these projects. Why? Because they can't afford your favorite YouTuber's price because their marketing wallet have not really accumulated enough money yet.
Up, man, for dropping. You will not hear this game. I don't think on nobody else's
That's
stream,
why a lot
man.
of them don't want to talk to me. They don't want to talk to me because I'm putting the secrets out.
This is $1 million worth of game.
I get it. But I also get why they're charging the money too. I also get why they're scared to talk about new projects.
It's a risk, man.
So
talking about any new project
it's a risk.
Scary because, like with my example, with the Cliff Noby, I did 2 videos for him. I was an investor as well. I pop on the Telegram randomly on a Sunday. I'm trying to see any updates, anything I can make a new video about. And also my money's in there too. So I'm trying to see the price go up and never pumped. I'm like, hey, so what's up, guys? And all I see is, guys, we're going to be throwing in the towel because, our marketing wallet's running low. There's not much people taking our calls on Telegram, and Twitter shillers aren't working for us. I'm like, well, hang on, wait. You guys haven't even started yet. You guys need to get other YouTubers, not just me. Reach out to bigger YouTubers with that marketing wallet. Dox yourselves. Do some AMAs. Do some interviews. Give the investors an incentive to not only buy the project, but why they should stick around. But instead, they were like, nah, we're just gonna use the rest of the marketing wallet. It was like 5 Ethereum left in their marketing wallet to buy back into the price and give us chances to sell off. I was like, wow, me who made 2 videos about them, actually feeling good. They told me they got a game coming out, an NFT game. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll touch on that, but I'm not gonna go in details until they got more to tell me. To then come and find out a few days later, they're rug pulling us pretty much. They're rug pulling us, telling us a day in advance. I'm like, it's a risk, guys.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Oh, so Natalia just said something. She's coming out with a project. That is.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Wait. I have a project I'm working on after I get back from Dubai. I'd love to get your feedback, Mr. Burt. I've been following you since I joined crypto, so I trust your critique. You keep it 100.
I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. And I also know some people in the space. I know some people in the space that could actually guide you into a better direction, that I could guide you and give you some more input better than I can. But I'll do my best on that part because you've been supporting us for a long time, man. So that's the least I could do, man, to make sure that and let me tell you, man, a woman coming out with a crypto project.
That's gonna be big.
you have such a big advantage in the space when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have a big advantage coming out like that. And don't be afraid to show yourself. Don't be afraid to just go
Got
at them,
to
man.
keep it
Because we
real with
need a
them.
we need
That's
a
gonna draw them.
powerful woman who's not afraid in this space. You know, there's a couple, but they're like, no, we need somebody that's gonna, especially, be in their face and let them know what time it is, man. Because we need that. We
Exactly.
don't have that right now.
We don't.
And for you to come out, and you've been in crypto for a little while now, you've been observing, and I don't know how long you've been investing, but I'm pretty sure you know your stuff. So by all means, whatever me and Jazz could do, man, we got you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I might even buy in too if everything looks good when we see the white paper and tokenomics.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Let me look at these comments real quick. Let me catch up. Franklin Garner says when Apple came out, there was no YouTube, Twitter, or Telegram. So Team Saitama needs to keep quiet till whatever they're working on is done. Personally, I agree. I agree with
Yeah,
Franklin Garner.
I agree. One thing I would really just kind of criticize Saitama on is the fact that I would not give out no date.
Exactly.
I could say,
man.
hey, this is what I'm working on right now. There's no telling when it's gonna be done. Yeah, we're gonna do some tests. If we could put it out this date, we'll put it out. But at the end of the day, it's never. That's one of the things. If I had to criticize them on, it's like, because you are in an uncharted territory.
Exactly.
It's never been done what you're trying to do. So you could come out and say, hey, we're gonna put out the swap today, and next thing you know, you put liquidity in, liquidity don't want to go in, or something happened.
There's always going to be issues. Yeah.
Yeah. So
man.
I would not give out no date. And I think that's what's been killing them, because they've been giving out dates.
They set themselves up and then they fall even lower than before. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, it's one of, but the thing is when you have, you're in a market that is so versatile and things are going up, going down, going down, going down, going down. You wanna tell the investors something that makes them feel, because at the end of the day, you got a lot of projects that I've talked to. A lot of devs are like, man, we're just out here trying to help people. No, stop it, man. You think that way, but the investors in it to make money, bro.
Exactly.
So they don't like when they see the price going down, especially the real investors. I'm talking about people that's putting in hundreds of $1,000s into your project. They don't want to see their $100,000 go down to $40,000, $20,000. But you got to tell these people,
that's a year's salary you're losing.
It's a lot of pressure, man. It's a lot of pressure. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I feel like the communication could have been better, should have been better on the aspects of not being too transparent when you put a date on things when you don't know
how you said it. Like, give an estimate date, but let them know, hey, we're gonna try to meet this date. It might not fall through because we're running tests, but this is what we're working on right now. And they just leave it at that. They just leave it just at that. I think that would have worked a lot better. And I thought that's what we were gonna do. I guess they got a little too excited.
Even with Lily Finance, man, there's a lot of stuff that happens that they can't talk to you about, because a lot of these things are under NDA, right? Let's say Lily Finance, for example. True. There was a date that was put out for Saitama for the wallet to be released. It didn't release. Ever since December, right? It didn't happen. So now let's think about that. Say Lily Finance, although there was a big connection with Lily Finance and Saitama, but Lily Finance is still its own entity. So a lot of people were thinking to themselves, Lily Finance is also owned by Saitama. No, it was not like that. But it's a business deal that was made. So if you tell us this app should be ready on this day and it's not ready, and then you tell us that day is not ready, guess what? Now Lily Finance got its own investors, its own group of people waiting. So guess what? If they're getting pressure from those group of people, what you think they're going to do?
At some point, pick a side.
A decision got to be made. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Boom. But because of NDA, a lot of this junk can't come out that way. It's the same thing with this Shibnobi situation. It's like people think they know. What do you know? A lot of these things are under NDA. Saitama would never come out and tell you exactly why they could not list Shibnobi. Shibnobi could never open their mouth and say this is exactly why they could not list us, because these things are private. It's business. This is not crypto. This is beyond crypto. It's crypto merging into business.
Yeah.
So things that you think that you should know, you're not gonna know. They put something out on Twitter just to keep your mouth shut. But at the end of the day, that doesn't work. You're still gonna complain because you think you know. You don't know. They can't tell you the truth.
Exactly. And Kevin, I agree with your statement. I think that would actually something in that nature, which I think maybe they've thought of. You think they've thought about that yet? They had to in order to attract those big institutional investments, which is what we'll really need to see the market cap take significant increases at this high of a level.
You talking about the
Like
statement
what
right here?
Kevin said. Yeah, yep.
Investment as they need and adjust platform to under what else work. I mean, I don't know. I think
maybe they got something for that. They just haven't announced it to us yet.
I mean, they do. I think there's a lot of stuff that they have not talked about. They have not
I believe it
addressed.
too.
Is because the platform is not ready. The foundation is not ready. Right? What's the point of going about? And I get the fact that they marketing, putting the name out there, because as we know from the very beginning, Russ has always been focused on branding.
Yeah.
And when you grow in a company, as much as we hate it or love it, branding is very important. So he said something very important today. He said, look, just because I'm out here just just doing what I do in my position doesn't mean that people are not working on the wallet. There's a group of people that's their job to work on the wallet. That's not my job to sit there and hide him.
Like the director, pretty much.
Yeah. And one of the biggest part of business is networking, is going out there, making connection and talking to people and build new possible partnership in the future or whatever, just putting the name out there. That's huge in business.
Yeah, that goes a long way. And a lot of these new developers, not Saitama, but a lot of new projects, they seem to lack that knowledge of knowing that promoting themselves, properly marketing themselves, and proper exposure is what it takes to get their coins off the ground.
The only project, I won't even say it comes close to the type of promotion that Saitama's doing is really Shinobi. I'm not saying they even come close, but that's making a lot of noise to actually build somewhat of a strong community.
I like how Cliff is moving with this
but
stuff.
All these other tokens that you see, all these groups of communities just screaming behind, what are they really doing? Think about it.
Yeah, it's temporary hype, and when that hype sales,
and listen, ever since SafeMoon, okay, so we had SHIB, we had SafeMoon, and then we have Saitama. Ever since SafeMoon, Saitama, what other project that came out with a real use case that we know of that is very popular right now? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's on the BSC blockchain, because I don't mess with the BSC tokens.
Yeah, me neither.
Maybe that,
that I heard is Rug Post Central, that BSC.
And I'm not talking about a little game. I'm not talking about a game. Don't get me wrong. I love the game projects because I know what they're gonna do in the metaverse. I know what they're gonna do in the metaverse. I love an NFT game project because I know some of these projects are very undervalued right now, but once the metaverse come about, a lot of these tokens that you're ignoring right now, they're gonna make you regret not really looking into them, because I know what the metaverse is gonna be. I know the potential, right? But we're not talking about these projects. We're talking about real use case that you could probably use right now. How many projects in the altcoin category and DeFi? Not too many.
Let's see what happened here. What did I accidentally clicked on this. What the hell? Actually, maybe I clicked on the right thing. Let's see what it says. Max says something I forgot to mention on the Twitter space. There will be a new version of Saitama to release for tomorrow. For the swap to function, make sure you're on the latest release. I will announce once it's ready to download the app. So I think Bugs, if Bugs is still on the stream, mentioned that. And then Rush just quoted saying, good to mention also, this is a developer release update, meaning we will make the app update available on our end to the users tomorrow. Okay, so it really is looking like tomorrow could finally be that day, Wolfpack.
Yeah, hopefully, man.
It's looking like it. I'll keep that tweet up for those that are just tuning in. By the way, we got 40 people in here, guys. Make sure to hit the thumbs up if you haven't yet. We got Mr. Burt in the building, man. Please make sure to go and subscribe to his channel. Open a new tab, guys. Mr. Burt Official. Follow him on Twitter. Mr. Burt Official all together as well. Give him a like, man. Keep it going, man. We both on the same grind, and we're going to make it, man. We're going to make it.
Yeah, man. We're going to make it. We're going to replace your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber.
we gonna be friends.
We're gonna
And then we go add
hey,
our own twist to it.
you're gonna look at what these guys doing. You're gonna look at what we doing in the next month. You're gonna be like, man,
we just very transparent. We're not with the Hollywood stuff.
We're gonna bring something different into crypto when it comes to these YouTubers, what they're doing. You're gonna see. I'm not gonna tell you guys that.
But yeah,
I'm not gonna tell. We're not ready to tell nobody yet what's coming. But for those of you that's used to watch Breakfast Club, yeah, that's it.
Sit tight.
That's as much as I'm gonna give you guys.
Wait till you hear what he got in store.
Think of a crypto Breakfast Club type of,
Wait till you hear what this man got in store cooking, bro.
We're bringing fun back into crypto, man. We're supposed to be out here making money and having a good time, man. Like, listen. And no project is perfect. We can't really act like a project. There's only 4% of the world population that's into crypto. 4%, bro.
I think less than $2 trillion altogether.
So how can we sit here and think that anybody think they got it all figured out? We all still in a journey, man. Crypto's taking us into the metaverse. We're not even there yet. We're not even there yet, man. Nobody knows the way. We're just trying to make it as we go along, right?
Exactly.
And some of us gonna get rich along the way and not,
And some will be well off where they don't have to stress.
Be well off. But one thing, crypto have made more millionaires than I think anything that we know of.
Like for the everyday person that's not like in entertainment, sports, or anything of that nature. Like,
yeah, listen. The more you listen, I'd rather lose my money my way. Because the less you listen to people, I think the better of a position that you will. And making money in crypto. Now, I'm not saying don't listen to nobody don't listen to nobody that's bashing a project.
Yeah. Now you
listen to people that's teaching you something.
Exactly. Because there's a difference, because there'll always be people that that educate and point out certain facts on projects. Like my personal people I like to watch, actually, and I might get some heat for it. I like watching the Sandstorm. I like watching Rodney. It's pretty funny stuff, And the difference that I know, I see people on Twitter that also FUD Saitama, but then I listen to those guys, and I don't think they FUD Saitama. I think they just point out certain things in the loopholes that us everyday investors that are probably so caught in the euphoria of how much Saitama can do for us long term, we might overlook. And so that I always pay respect to, because it's important. It's like you said, Brett, like they're teaching something versus
they're teaching something. But also, don't take that what they're teaching you with the mindset.
As 100%.
Let me go ahead and go. Let me go to Twitter and tweet my frustration. Like, no,
that can
I would say if these guys are teaching you something, any opportunity that you have to ask a question in AMAs, use what these guys are teaching you to ask proper questions. And I think that's what I'll do. Because at the end of the day, tweeting something, who you tweeting it to? Who you talking to? The dev's not gonna respond to you. Like, you're just gonna another investor that is less knowledgeable, you're gonna create doubts.
Exactly.
Does that mean Saitama's not gonna be something big in the next year, in the next 2 years? No, it doesn't mean that. Can you prove that? No, you can't. But I could tell you there's a possibility it can, because we just saw what SHIB did.
Yeah.
We just saw what SHIB did. And I live through that.
As well.
I live through that.
And personally, even if Saitama never ever touches like anything above 5 or 4 zeros, I'm personally fine.
Bro, I'm not listen. Where we at right now? We at what?
We're
7 zeros?
7 zeros.
Bro, I'm just waiting for 2 zeros, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. 2 zeros, it will be a whole new ball game.
Hey, I got so many projects right now. I'm just waiting for 2 zeros on most of the projects.
Right? Yeah. What? Man,
2 zeros,
that's
man.
it.
While people, man, listen, man. Last year, November, man, was the first time I seen what $500,000 looked like. I was like, my goodness, I don't even know where to put myself.
I could have,
but that didn't change me as a person, bro. It was just more like, I gotta share this because, is that easy? And mind you, I started investing heavy in July, bro.
Last year was a big year, man, and you said you were on $500,000, right?
Man, I was a little bit over $500,000, bro.
Wow. And me, I was around altogether like just over 40K. And comparing to, you know, what my salary was before I quit my
Oh yeah,
job.
I
So for
know.
me making 40K in a few months, I was like, I'm on a cloud, bro. Only off a couple
Man,
$100
listen,
of investing. Like, yo, I was on a cloud, man. But
listen.
I guess we had to see that. We had to see how much we could make and then also be aware of how quick it could be gone.
And I say this, you know, I saying this is not to brag. It's just to tell you, like, listen, we in the bear market. The bull market have not even started yet. When the bull market
Exactly.
start, 90% of your token in your wallet gonna start going up. That's how
Big
it
time.
happens every
The
time.
tokens you forgot about that even was like maybe $100, man. Even that might start making some profits
Yeah,
if the
man.
devs are still working when the bull run
Even your dust token in your wallet gonna start
could
going up.
go up.
You better not touch that though, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. What's up, Bobby? How you doing, man? Kevin, thank you. I appreciate that compliment, man. I appreciate that. We're all gonna
Bro,
go far, man.
funny thing is I got a Twitter space with Saitama and at 7 o'clock or in my time, 8 o'clock your time.
Word? You got an upcoming space with Saitama right now coming up?
Yeah,
Like,
I got a space, man. I think it's gonna be a lot of people, man, because
oh
people
snap.
been retweeting that thing like crazy. And you know the dev, bro, man, I like the way he speaks, man. This man, I didn't expect that.
I didn't even know you were in touch with the Saitama, damn it.
Yeah, they hit me up a couple days ago. I spoke to him on the phone and I was like, yo, man, I like the way you think, man. He's a retired cop. He's on it. He's on it.
Wow.
Like if he pays me, which he didn't, I don't know if I'm getting, I don't know what he's, because I told him I'd just do it for donation, man. Drop me something. So, and if he does pay me, but the way he does it, like if he pay, let's say he pay your pop like $20,000, he locked that wallet. He locked that wallet for a certain period of time. You get a portion of it every week. I was like, yo, bro, I respect that. Because a lot of these guys, what they do when you pay them early, you pay them with your token. By the time once the project get launched and you see that green candle all-time high, they dump on the project.
Yeah,
A
because
lot
they
of these
trying to get
guys
their
do that.
payday
Why
for
you think they're
what
sitting out here having fantastic vacation and this and that? Man, if I was making that much money, I'd be on vacation too. These guys are making a killing, bro. You see all these guys, man. I made
the dream, man.
I made money in my investments. I'll be honest with that. But when it comes to the YouTube thing, I'm still trying to pull. But I don't feel like holding a personal account. I can charge a project that much money. Now I got a business with what I do.
Exactly.
So I can charge these guys because I have a business that is under what I do. So I can charge you. Half these guys don't even have a business. You know, it's
I'm
like
still working on my person. I can jump the gun.
You know.
I'm gonna have to deal with that in taxes the longer I take.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I don't recommend anybody doing this junk for free, man. Because some of these devs, man,
some will take advantage of you. Trust me.
They're devilish, man.
I'll
Some
keep
of
it
these
real with you
devs,
guys, man. Ask Bert. I call Bert when this happened. One of these tokens, man. And mind you, when a project comes looking for some work and promotions, I understand how much YouTubers are charging. So I personally try to go way cheaper because I understand my place. I'm only 3K subs and whatnot. But yo, ask Brett, one of these guys tried to talk me down for free, saying because their token came out and it hit. I'm not gonna say the token, but it hit like around 10 million market cap within like the first day or two of launch, right? So they were feeling themselves, of course. They're like, nah, listen, man. We don't think it's adequate for us to pay that price, but if you do a free video for us, man, we'll get you more subscribers and followers on Twitter. You know what happened to that token, man? 2 days later, they were what was it? No, a few days later, it was like what $200,000 market cap, Bert. It dropped from 10 mil to 200K. I said,
yeah,
you want to do it the right way.
You can't even run your own project. How can you give me subscribers?
Right way. That's what happens.
How can you give me subscribers? Listen, man. And I'll tell some of these projects, I'm like, what's the point of you doing a video? What's the point of asking me to do a video for you? When I do the video, you don't share it.
That's another thing. Yeah.
That's your video, bro. You're supposed to be sharing it all over every day. Share it because at the end of the day, there's some questions that are asked in these AMAs that you've already answered. And your investors have the same questions. Whenever they join, they have the same question. Why don't you just push that video to them?
Yeah.
No.
They don't think like that, Bert. They don't think of it when they have a coin. They don't think of their coin as a business, as a company. They think of it as
these guys in general. I say, listen, man. I remember I spoke to a project the other day. I'm not gonna say the name of the project, But you know, the crazy thing is, I even give him some pointers. I say, yo, bro,
Word.
instead of paying a YouTuber $20,000
I wish,
to do
man. Give
one
me
video,
40,000.
I said, first and foremost, you got to understand, why are you paying this YouTuber 20,000? I don't care if he has 100,000 subscribers.
But
I
what's
don't
the
know if you
engagement
pay.
rate?
I don't know if you pay for these subscribers. Look at their video. Look at how many views they getting. So now there's
Yo,
two.
that's true.
Yeah, there's,
Subscriber to viewer ratio.
yeah, there's two things.
Because when
There's
they
two.
paying, yeah, you're right. They're
There's
paying.
two things. If I'm a Saitama guy and and all I do is Saitama video, and you pay me to do a video for your project, most likely you're not gonna get any investors because I'm a community YouTuber.
It's all
I
about
support that community, and that community, most likely, the way their brand operates, they would never go into a different project. You
That's
might get
against what you've been talking
10
about.
if you're lucky, right?
Yeah.
So I say, why don't you? I said, why don't you do this? Why don't you put $20,000 out and say, I'm gonna do a contest. I need a video done. Everybody that does a video, I'm gonna run a contest. You could win $1,000. How many videos could your $20,000 give you by running? People that don't even have a YouTube channel would start putting out.
Hey,
so
that's
now
a
guess
good
what?
move, Bert.
Yeah,
you'll have a lot of people talking about that coin if they do that.
What would that do to your algorithm?
That's gonna pump it.
Every time somebody every time somebody search about cryptocurrency on YouTube, most likely you would have a video of your project that would pop up. See, these guys don't think.
They not. Yeah. You nailed it, man. What? Man, we gotta start changing the game, man. But that's so smart, though. Because you can do a lot with that same amount of money. Man, we dropping too much jewels for these people, Bert. All 42 of these people, man.
Well, guess what?
We dropping too much jewels, man.
Their favorite YouTuber would never tell them stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
Why would they?
We just keeping it real, man. We just
Why would they?
Real, man.
You know what I'm saying? They would never.
We just.
They would never advise you. They would never advise you to go start your own YouTube channel because you could easily make $1,000 a week doing so. But guess what? They don't want no competition. I'll tell you.
Man,
why
guys,
not?
Man, once again, guys, if you haven't yet, guys, get the likes up, man. You're not gonna hear this type.
We ain't gonna hear that.
And this type of debt and this type of reference from two YouTubers themselves speaking about the game.
Yeah, and nobody gonna tell you that. Ain't nobody gonna inspire you. Are you getting inspired from your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber? Probably not.
About how the game goes, man.
Nah, I'll tell you right now. If I were you, I'd go start a YouTube channel. Even on donations, the least amount of money I've made for a YouTube video donations is $1,000.
And that goes, people, man. That's a little thousand for a little.
Yeah, how many people? That's one day job, 1 hour for that day.
It's a 1 hour job, and that's low compared to
low.
How other people be there.
Start you up a LLC. Now you got a whole business. And it doesn't have to be around just being a YouTuber. Start your little website. Start your little website. Now, guess what? Now you got your own NFT coming out. Added that onto the website. Man, listen, this whole thing is gonna turn into something different, man.
You guys getting too much free game right now. But that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about, man. That's being genuine with the community. And we just keeping it real. I know you got your AMA coming up, Bert. I don't want to hold you till I know. Get that time to prep.
Yeah, man. I got 14 minutes.
Chill out, ease up a bit before that. You know what I mean? I might tune in, man. I think I'm gonna tune into that thing, man. I mean, I got nothing else.
Yeah, man. Just come out there and make some noise, man. All of you guys, if you're on Twitter, just come out there and make some noise.
Yeah, man, guys. Right after this,
ask some crazy questions.
You got an AMA with Saitama, the devs, at 8 p.m. Eastern, guys. 13 more minutes. Yep. 13 more minutes. You got an AMA on his channel, man. So make sure to go check that out, guys. I'm gonna end this one then and give you time to get started for yours.
All right, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you for stopping by, Bert, dropping that game, man. I hope everybody that was tuned in enjoyed listening to that, man. We just want to put you guys on plays that we getting in on, and what your favorite YouTubers might not want to disclose too much about, but we gonna do it. And if you missed it, you can always replay it back and hear the details all over again, guys. So with that being said, guys, we are gonna be out of here. Thank you so much, man. I hope that tomorrow we can come back and we have good news to talk about with Saitama. Probably make a video on that. Hopefully the swap is live and we got the side of realty going on and we can have a whole new topic to discover, man. So I'm going to catch all of you guys at the top.
Cool, guys.